Bill's next race will be the 24 Hours of Le Mans in June in France.
And then he's going to run the Kentucky race in July as well. But yeah, he's going over there next week to France.
Boyer Waltrip back to the front. Now Clint Boyer has 3 teammates in this race: Kevin Harvick, Jeff Burton, and Paul Menard. But from the start, he and Michael Waltrip have been nose to tail, and it's worked well as around goes Vickers, and caution waves.
Remember Brian Vickers in '83, he had been hooked up with his teammate Casey Kane in that 4 most of the first part of this race.
All right, let's have a look from the DirecTV blimp, and we're going to look at this group right here.
He's down on the bottom. He's getting a shove. There's some separation right now, and I think when you make the hookup,
Actually, Kurt Busch in
I
the
see
22
what happened now. Yeah,
got Landon Castle in the 09 sideways.
Oh my gosh! And look at Kenseth just squeaked by.
Darrell, there were about 30 drivers coming at him right there.
That was amazing.
Vickers on the inside.
I thought it was when they did the hookup, but you'll see here, 22 car gets Castle loose and just drives him into the side of Vickers' car there in the 83.
How'd Casey Kane get past?
How'd
any of them get past?
The 17 car's got to have a little left rear quarter panel damage, but out of that wreck, that's all we got.
Let's have a look with the Fox Exmo, or extreme slow motion.
Gonna have some damage, obviously a lot of damage to the left front of that 09 car now. But this is amazing. He can turn this car right across in front of all these other cars and nobody gets into it.
When the pits are opened, what will they do, Matt?
Well, judging from Clint Boyer's reaction, he is extremely pleased with that 33 machine. Right now, they're looking at just going right side tires only and just waiting on fuel. He doesn't want any change. Steve.
Matt, pretty much the same case with Joey Logano. He says the car is fine. It feels bolted to the track. Don't anticipate any changes. He does want a windshield tear off, Krista.
New leader in Talladega, as you see from our aerial coverage provided by DirecTV. To get the most sports in HD, call 1-800-DirecTV. That is Ryan Newman for Stewart Haas Racing with Kyle Busch. They're lapping past Landon Castle and trying to stay
Trouble,
out.
turn 3, Mike, sorry. Cars around everywhere.
3, 4 against the wall and sliding down to the inside. Reagan's in it. Casey Kane, Marcus Ambrose, Trevor Bayne, and Brad Keselowski. And a whole lot of dreams just went up in the fence in turn 3. Second caution of the day comes out at lap 90. Casey Kane aflame. And not going to get back to pit road with that one, perhaps. Well, it looks like he'll make it. At least get to a fire extinguisher with it.
I think that's what he's looking for, a safety crew. There's Trevor.
Trevor going to climb out.
David Reagan.
And let's watch from Trevor Bayne. As Casey Kane climbs out, he's okay. And Keselowski may have been bumped by his teammate.
Boy, it sure looked like it.
Think back to that first caution, it was Kurt Busch that got into Landon Castle as well. Boy, Marcus Ambrose in that 9 probably wondered what in the world, where did he come from?
Boy, a bunch of them are wondering that right now.
And he got hit twice. Or Reagan got hit.
Yeah, the 16 there. See the 2 going up the guy, he just clipped him.
And here's David Reagan. Just getting pounded. So at least 5 cars involved. There's Keselowski up and into Ambrose after a hit from Kurt Busch. David Reagan.
Reagan's car is, I mean, it's already on fire. I guess that's from hitting somebody and breaking the oil cooler or something.
Trevor Bayne down on the apron, but Reagan comes down and collects him.
This is where I think Casey Kane in the 4 gets in trouble right here.
Keselowski's blue deuce. Trouble on the back straightaway.
Big wreck.
Kyle Busch is against the wall, and other cars are damaged. 49 laps to go. Matt Kenseth is in it. Lot of right front damage. And Joey Logano and Kyle Busch would have been a major part of this one. Watch the orange number 20 of Logano and the blue 18 of Kyle Busch.
Right at the top up here of your screen. Just haven't liked this personally. I haven't liked this combination.
It was right there on the exit of the corner. It looked like his car was a little bit loose to begin with.
Allmendinger spins.
With the 11 car of Hamlin, great job of missing that.
Here's another look.
You know, that could have been one of those situations where the 18 was closing on the car in front of him. I think it may have been Menard, and had to get out of the throttle just a teeny bit, and that's what caused the 20 car of Logano to turn him.
And we actually documented Kyle Busch said earlier in the race, I do not like being hit in my left rear.
Yeah, it's the 27. They come up here, and maybe Kyle has to lift a little bit, and when he does, Joey doesn't know it, obviously, and maybe that was part of the problem.
Yeah, Darrell, about 6 cars ahead of them, even up at Jeff Burton and Boyer. Cars were starting to drift up to the high side. That hole was closing up, and it just accordioned back to Kyle Busch and Logano.
Yeah, as fast as they're closing, you know, if you lift this a little wee bit, the guy that I said, like, you don't know what he's doing. You just follow along blind. Let's see if we can tell if these 78 and the 27 do anything. Yeah, it's hard to say.
Now, Allmendinger spun. I'm not sure if there was any damage to the 43. And here's the car of yesterday's winner, all banged up on pit road.
Guess what? His car yesterday looked like
Close to that.
And he won.
Darrell, you talked at the top of the show, don't give up. I look at Denny Hamlin and that 11 car right there. All types of damage. Don't know how many pit stops he made, and there he's up there pushing Ryan Newman in the 39.
Well, he's another guy that needs a great finish today. A win would certainly do a lot for that team. They have been hurting.
And the big losers temporarily on this restart were Dave Blaney and Kevin Harvick. Where did he go?
Yeah, well,
back to 14th.
Back. Yeah, got shuffled back on that restart.
Toyota's to the front now. Truex.
Whoa, no.
Newman saves it.
They all saved it. Murray's still on the apron.
Unbelievable.
I think Juan's got the most damage out of that.
No caution.
And Montoya.
Definitely a lot of damage on the right front of the 42 car.
How did Ryan Newman hold on to that race car? Watch the silver and black 39 of Newman. I don't believe he saves that race car thanks to Montoya.
You know why? You know why Ryan Newman can do that? Dirt track racing, man. They get him that crossed up on dirt and save him all the time. Then 42 pounded into him and got him back up in the racetrack. But that is an amazing job of driving. That right there, most guys throw up their head and say, I'm done.
But watch Regan Smith in that black 78 turn straight up the hill. That's why he lost some time, but he's glad he didn't lose a race car.
That could have been the big one, but for Ryan Newman and Montoya.
That's why these guys, they are the greatest in the world at what they do.
And what they did allowed Truex and Rudeman to scoot out front. Look at the damage on Newman's car. No matter. He's still getting a push from Denny Hamlin.
It just seems to me the more you get your car beaten up down here, the better it runs.